Hi and welcome back to the Master Jeff YouTube channel. Tonight we're going to be cooking some steamed chicken with a fennel and orange salad. I'm going to throw in a whole lot of other greens as well, and I'm going to be using the chicken that I marinated in yogurt. So you can look for another clip there that shows you how to marinate the chicken in yogurt. That's been in the fridge overnight, so that should be beautiful. This is a pretty simple recipe that bakes in the oven and makes for a delicious and very healthy dinner. So the ingredients for this one are fennel, huge fennel here, but I'm also going to throw in a leek, some beans, asparagus, spring onions, celery, some onion, the only red thing there, the red onion, and a little bit of chili, and we're going to bake that in some orange juice and a little bit of orange to put on top of the chicken. This will all be just cooked up in a ceramic baking dish. It'll go in the oven. Okay, so I've chopped up all the ingredients, my spring onions, celery, beans, sliced up the fennel. I'm just going to take out that hard core in the middle. Up to you how thinly you slice things. If you want it a bit more chunky, obviously the thicker they are, it'll take a little bit longer to cook. But my style is usually rustic, a little bit like my building style as well, rustic. And then with the leek, I'm going to use my slicer here, or mandolin, just to slice it nice and thinly, and then also do the onion as well. Just be careful of your fingers. Nice and thinly sliced, and that's all going to end up in the baking dish. Okay, so I've got all my ingredients ready. I'm going to put a little bit of minced garlic in the bottom, a little bit of ginger, and mix that up, and chili, just so there's something other than green. And the other thing I find with chili that's really handy these days, it's a great way to remind yourself not to touch your face. Just once you've trimmed up a little bit of chili, if you happen to touch your nose, eyes, mouth, you're in trouble. So that's all good. Mix that up a little bit just on the bottom, and then we just place in some of the leek and onion. I've used about half an onion and probably 3/4 of the leek. Then just arrange the different vegetables randomly as you like. Fennel in there, asparagus, and look, really using anything you like. And I'm half tempted just to put a little bit of red capsicum in, possibly, just so there's something other than green, but let's leave it green for now. A little bit more of the leek and onion on top, and then we've got 300 mils of orange juice that's going to steam and bake in the oven. The oven's preheating, 180. Some salt, and McCormick pepper and spices. A little bit more of this can go in later. And then just cover that up with some foil, a little bit of a lid on top, and that is going to go in the oven for 25 minutes at 180, and just so the vegetables start to soften up a little bit. Then we'll put the chicken in on top. For those of you who checked out before, I'm using my chicken that I marinate in the yogurt. So I'm just going to take that out, get a lot of the excess off, ready for cooking. Now this has been in the fridge overnight, so it'll be super tasty. Don't want too much of the yogurt there just to cook it, and I'm going to give that a little bit of a cook up on a hot fry pan prior to going into baking. So I've got a nice hot pan just to give the chicken a bit of a cook. A little bit of oil in the pan. This will be a little bit messy. Might want to do it out on the barbie, something different. And we're just going to give this a little bit of a cook on each side, just so it won't take as long in the oven. So it's just got a little bit of a head start. So just giving the chicken a little bit of a cook so it browns up on each side, perhaps 5 or 6 minutes on each side. Turn it over, just getting nicely browned just before we put it in with the vegetables that are softening up in the oven. So the chicken's browned up a little bit, veggies have come out of the oven and they're just softening up nicely, and we just place the chicken on top. Finish off with a piece of orange on there. I'll just throw the other orange in, a bit of extra decoration. The foil back on, and that's going back into the oven for another 30 minutes or so. So 30 minutes in the oven, and we'll just check. Chicken looks nicely cooked through, veggies are nice and soft. It smells beautiful with the orange. So I'm just going to take the chicken out onto a separate plate, separate warmed plate, put the veggies on, and then the chicken on top, and then a little bit of the juices. So I've put the vegetables on the plate, chicken on top, and just drained up some of the juices. Dribble over some of the extra veggies in top, and then we have steamed or baked chicken with fennel and greens. So another healthy dinner, chicken. You can use that with fish as well. Actually the original recipe is for fish, and obviously that wouldn't take as long in cooking, fish part. So for pescatarians out there, or people who just like fish, nice piece of salmon on top, or white fish of your choice. Again, experiment, play around, use veggies that you like, and just have some fun with it. Enjoy your cooking and enjoy your meals.